Hello and welcome to the second draw of the Fairbanks Curling Club 2017 Rookie Spiel, the Shiver Me Stone Spiel. Today, commentating on the second draw will be myself, Jeff Spalletta, and Carl Anderson. We're going to bring up to date in the middle of the first end.
Try to go in between those guards. Hit that blue out, right? Yeah, well, you want probably you wouldn't necessarily want to hit the blue out. You want to maybe push it back a little bit. Hitting it is actually could be a tough shot. Hitting the person. What about hitting the blue guard?
All right, and we're back, and so Parrot is calling for a draw shot. It looks like, which is probably a pretty good choice right now versus Team Zisu. And lets it go, but you know, the weight looks good. The only question is going to be the line. Is it going to make it? Oh, they got a sweep. Oh, it just makes it. Oh, and it's right close to the button. That was a very good shot, although it's still wide open for the takeout there. So this is...
Honestly, for Rookie Spiel, that's a great shot. Consistency and execution is not the hallmark of the Rookie Spiel. So, really, in the house is where you want to be. Even though it's an open hit, that's pretty tough for rookies.
Yes, it is, Jeff.
Okay, so now the last of this is Lucky. They're probably like that. Where's your pen? Basically, they're telling him to take that.
He's a sitting duck. And in a way, you're definitely the hammer here, you're at the advantage because you hit it, you're going to stay.
Well,
oh, you're right.
All right, so looks like Team Zisu is setting up, calling the shot.
That's a pretty sweet one.
And he lets it go. So we called for the takeout, and that's going to be close. Is he going to make it?
That was
That's a great take, actually. You got a little roll on the cover.
Yep.
Pretty tough situation for yellow now.
Yep. Blue is counting 2 now, and that was really probably the best shot they could have made right there. Well protected. Little camera adjustment there by our technical crew. Oh, that could be good. That's a good weight, potentially good line. Oh, excellent shot by yellow. So yellow is now count 1.
Sitting in the top of the 4-foot. They're a little exposed, but the reality is the blues hit is most likely going to jam back blues.
Yeah.
So that's a great defensive little pushback by yellow. I mean, a nice little blue pocket to sit into, and I think who has hammer? I think does blue have hammer?
Yeah. I believe yes. Blue has hammer.
Blue has hammer, so that's a great shot for yellow to force blue to 1.
Mm-hmm.
But blue could just do exactly what they did to them.
Yep.
You know, blue could
Yeah.
just
Whenever you can put your opponent in a position of having to make a tough shot, that they still have a chance. But if you can force them to make a difficult shot, then that's a good
It'll
spot
be
to be
really
in.
hard for him to hit that yellow out cleanly. He can hit it back, but he'll most likely crash a blue rock.
this is the critical shot right here.
All the pressure in the world.
Yes, indeed, Jeff.
Sweet, just right down the center line. Nice technique.
And he lets one go.
Oh, it's over curling, it looks like.
I don't know.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
That was a great,
Oh, wow.
a really good end.
So yeah, blue
Both teams were hammers in that game. Both teams.
blue made that shot.
Whoever that last blue guy was.
So that was hammer, or was it hammer? Or was that Skip's first?
No, that was Jeff.
It was
already.
It was this
Yeah,
guy.
that's it. This is the last shot.
Last
That
shot.
was
So-
that was last shot.
So yellow did a great hit to keep blue to 1 there.
And great shot by blue though. Skip at the very end there. That was
Yet
well played by all. And once again, we're here live from the Fairbanks Curling Club 2017 Rookie Spiel. Shiver Me Stones. Come on down, get yourself some food and beverage, and watch some exciting curling. We'll be here all day. Last games are at 8 p.m., and we'll be curling again tomorrow afternoon.
So the format of the Rookie Spiel is you have to have 2 curlers who've had 2 or fewer years experience and a couple of ringers. And if you win the whole thing, then you get the excellent opportunity to pick the theme and host next year's event. So as a former winner of this event, your goal really is to lose the first game.
Yeah, it's all about winning the B bracket. So
Winning the B bracket, you get on the prize table, and you have no chance of being responsible.
that is correct.
Yeah, so again, if she had been a guard, you could do that.
So Blue's first rock is in the house top of the 8-foot. They're really teasing yellow to take this rock out. Looks like yellow's going to go for it.
Yellow missed that takeout, and it's Blue's shot again. They're deciding what to do.
Probably to guard it, but it's going a little fast.
And Team Zizu lets it go, and it looks like it's going to be a little hot, little wide.
Once they're in the house.
Little too much mustard there.
Well, I know Ryan's over there. I don't know.
Oh, and that's going to be through the house. Yep. But they're still count one, so they're not in bad shape.
Yeah, I was going to say you have a little bit more perspective of where rocks are. Yeah, exactly. So we can, that's a good thing you do.
I do. I like it because I'm a weak thrower. And I feel like
You didn't pond any of it, so you're good. You can switch things around and actually, at some point, if you want to do third, you get down into that skip position.
And Yellow's going for the takeout again. No.
No, it looks like Yellow Rock lost handle halfway down.
well, she wasn't actually facing.
Yeah, we saw that happen several times in the last match we broadcasted. We saw 3 stones switch handle, and there must be some stuff on the ice today.
Or they're rookies.
Or that too, yes. Either or. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was stuff on the ice.
So he wants that person in his hand. So they're going to go towards him with a 10 of cups that are curving
Above it.
above, well, yeah, I mean, above it, like, is above me in,
Between the house and the confine is above.
okay, well, that's what I meant. Really? I said,
And Blue lets one go. I'm not sure about this weight here. Nope. And just a little too much cranberry sauce on that turkey.
I think Blue's second is really want to do some takes.
Yeah,
Looks like that's what they practiced yesterday.
the takeout shots. Well, sometimes that's what a good spot for the second.
he wants to take it out, right? So that guy is 2 o'clock. He's on the 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
We're trying it from the other side.
Right, he's taking it out back.
So we can follow
Yellow taking another shot at this Blue stone, I think.
Let's see if they got their line and their weight right. Probably going to have to sweep soon. And looking okay. I think they might get it. Yep. There they go.
Third time's a charm.
That's right. And they say, some say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, but sometimes in rookie curling, calling the same shot multiple times just gets you right in the routine, and eventually you'll get it.
Yellow rock as a guard. Use the opponent's rock as a guard.
Looks like Blue is deciding to try to curl around that top house guard that Yellow set up.
And he lets it go.
So he did it in our facing this direction. But he wasn't. So
Coming in a little light. I think they might have called a sweep earlier.
So he wanted to come this way and curl around behind.
And not quite in the house.
So it's the same idea. Another round of blue.
Same idea.
I might want to wait on that.
I think that shows a little bit of the inexperience of Blue's skip. Calling this early for the come around where they can really just hit Yellow out and still have control of the top of the 12-foot. It's all about pro side miss. You know your rookies are going to miss their shots. The question is, how do you benefit from their misses?
Yes. Yeah, well, calling a shot that has a good plan B or even plan C helps in these situations.
It's not the best shot. It's the best plan C shot.
Yeah.
Textbook strategy lasts about 2 stones in the rookie spiel.
Yep.
After that, you just sort of make it up.
Get them in the house.
Get them in the
Get
house.
stones in the house. That's all you got to do. That's what Team Zissou is trying to do here with the blue stone. That may...
I think it's in the house. I don't think they're going to touch the yellow rock.
Could be close. But...
Oh, they did touch the yellow.
just a little bit. Okay.
It's a bit of a loaded gun.
Yeah.
If Blue's skip can take advantage of that, they can poke yellow out.
Mm-hmm.
Now yellow, rightly so, is calling for the draw behind those 2 staggered guards. And if the parrot can actually get this in play, that'll be a tough rock for Blue to get out.
Yes, yes.
Set up really well for yellow right now to score 2. If they can drop this rock in under cover, then they will be shooting for a deuce this end.
And
Oh, it looks a little light out of the hand.
yeah, curling a bit too much. They could some more ice there, Jeff. I say.
Yeah, she's a little light. It's not the worst sort of plan B. They're guarding that side up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Now it just comes a race. Who can actually get a rock under cover on that side? It looks like Blue totally overthrew that and missed everything. So yellow now has an opportunity to another bite at this draw on the corner of the 4-foot behind those staggered guards. But more importantly, we have a guest commentator here with us, Jason Avery.
Well, good morning. Good morning out there in the curling world. Really excited to see what this parrot has to offer here. Beautiful costume.
She is a pretty bird.
Beautiful plumage.
Looks like this rock's got a little bit of heat on it. Just a little too much. Let's see if Life Aquatic can sweep it out here.
So the feed is delayed by about 5 seconds. Technical difficulties, please stand by.
Sorry for the technical difficulties there. We were experiencing some high seas.
And once again, we're live from the 2017 Rookie Spiel, Shiver Me Stones at the Fairbanks Curling Club. We'll be here all day. Come on down, watch some exciting curling, get yourself some food and a beverage. And last matches are at 8 p.m., I believe. Is that right, Jeff?
I don't know. I'll be drunk by then. I don't have no.
Okay. So, yeah. Fun time for all.
So
It's
blue,
looking like this could be a little narrow here. You really needed to get on that rock a little sooner. Looks like it could crash off of the yellow stone here.
Oh, that's going to be close. Ooh. That helps out yellow a bit.
yeah, that yellow rock is he's going to probably be first or second count now. It really comes down to can Jeff Stokes get a draw of the top 4? I think the Parrot is giving him probably not enough ice. We'll see what happens here.
Probably give him a little bit more ice there, or there's a possibility for a blue and a yellow for them to sit 2 or 3. I don't know if they're aware of that.
So I think Plan B is for him to be a little narrow and end up a little light and guard those blue on yellow hits.
I was enjoying the Parrot's dance there.
There he goes. It's a nice.
Well, he threw outside of the broom, so this could be okay.
Well,
They want to sweep on this here. It is coming in quick. Oh no. Yep, let's go for a.
Hey, they got to sweep that.
This may not be that bad for them though, guarding that shot.
They should have swept earlier to keep it straight.
I think, yeah, it's going to be a guard on that pile of rocks in the
Yeah.
corner, but blue still can actually do some damage. Blue onto yellow, they could easily get that yellow rock out and be sitting 2. They'll probably lose the shooter, but I think they can see a quarter of that blue rock.
All right.
Oh, it looks like he's opting for the draw. Tuck back behind that group of rocks at the front of the house. Again, they're just not really giving a lot of ice here.
Yeah.
The magic of sheet 1.
We have seen quite a wild temperature swing in the past couple days, and that does play havoc on the ice sometimes.
Yeah, he's giving ice to hit the yellow guard, I think.
Absolutely. Here, if they were to sweep on this, they may be able to get enough. Oh, this looks like it's going to crash up into that yellow guard.
Yeah.
I think the skips
If
really
it-
need to take a look at
If it makes it, might
where
not
the
even make
grouping
it
is.
there. Yeah.
I think they can see by now that they are not giving enough ice.
But they could be strategically trying to lose this game, that's an amount of wisdom neither you or I.
That's right.
In past years, if I would have just lost the first game,
Yes, absolutely, Jason. I agree wholeheartedly. If I had just lost my first game, instead of having to play my wife in the semifinals, which has forced me to play well.
Yes, in the rookie spiel, it's all about winning
there
the
we
B
go.
bracket.
That's the amount of ice that you
yeah.
really needed to call there. This may have a little too much heat. Oh, nope, it's dying. They got to get on this rock. They should start sweeping this rock.
The blue one's going to go into that. Sheet 1 here has reputation.
All right. Well, there we
Okay.
go with 1. So we are tied up here going into the third end. Pirate looks pretty disgusted right now.
So what she, yeah, no. So what she was doing is what happens at the end of the third are supposed to break on. So she was looking down.
Welcome back to the 2017 Rookie Spiel, Shiver Me Stones. Getting ready, we got a really good match going on here on sheet 1. Getting ready to start the third end. You know, I think that these skips really need to take a look at what's happening out there on the ice and realize that we got a little bit of a shift to the outside wall, so hopefully they'll be able to compensate for that in this end.
Well, I think Stokes widened his ice up a little bit. I think he needs to take like 2 rooms more and he'll finally beat center line, but they did widen it up this end. It also helps if your shooters hit the broom.
Well, yeah, hit the broom, and it looks like this rock is really not coming out with a lot of muster. I'm not sure if it's going to make the hog line. They're sweeping away there. Oh, it looks like they're just going to kick that rock on down the ice. Looks like the skip is making sure that there's going to be the proper turn on the rock. I think, you know, that's one of the big things you run across in a rookie spiel is really just not knowing where that rock's going to end up. So, well, we got proper turn on the rock.
But yes, generally speaking, if
As long as they get over the hog line, it's going to be a great guard.
Looks like it's going to be a really good guard. Got sweepers going.
Nice vigorous sweeping there.
A usable corner guard.
And approval from the skip.
Yep.
It appears to me as Skip Stokes' parrot seems to be listing quite a bit to the left side. Not sure if scurvy is coming into play here. We got to be concerned when you're out at sea for this amount of time.
That's right. Get that bird a gin and tonic with extra lime.
We go coming down the ice. It's looking a little narrow, but it may squeeze by that corner guard.
Oh, it's going to be close.
It is going to be close. Oh, we got a crash here.
Acceptable outcome for yellow. They rolled back towards the center line a little bit, so it's close to where they wanted it.
Plan B, as we call it.
Rookie Spiel is all about the Plan C shot.
Got to take a moment to give props to the cooking crew down here at the curling club today. I got a prawn the size of a turkey leg. Bloody Marys from Ursa Major. I mean, it's really,
And nice,
heating up the action.
nice, delicious brisket sandwich. So we're welcoming all comers, the public down here till last match is at 8, I believe, but we'll be open all day, all night. Come down, get yourself some food, and watch some exciting curling, and have a delicious beverage of your choice.
Looks like Blue's rock is a little narrow.
A little narrow, and you know, they may be knocking yellow back into the house here. Oh, we do. Oh, this is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a mistake from Blue. That's a well-guarded yellow rock now in the corner. Not touching forward, it's just top 8. Yeah, just top 8 in the corner.
But yeah, still a very, very lucky break for yellow there.
Just not enough ice for the. It's a great weight for Blue. Just not enough ice, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like Stokes has figured the ice out, though. He's out in the 12-foot lining up.
We'll see if the shooter actually hits the broom here, but yeah, that is great ice. All right, they're really going to need to sweep this. They may be crashing onto the blue as well.
That's a dangerous turn there.
We could have another knockback here into the house.
Yep.
Oh, and the skip is sweeping. He may get this. It may be touching.
It's just touching the 12-foot, it looks like.
Divider on the 12-foot. It's actually a great rock for yellow. It actually makes it much harder to get access to that yellow rock from the inside, the way the ice has been turning. I think we refer to that as centerline magnets for rookies. You can give them as much ice as you want, but they invariably really want to run that rock down the center line. But great weight. I mean, for rookie curlers, getting the weight in, and then you get your line in usually.
And Team Zissou lets it go.
Okay, we've got another rock down the center line. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get this across the hog line.
I think they're just going to let that one die. It's way offline for what they wanted.
Actually, not a bad call for them to just get that rock out of there.
Yeah.
Been really impressed with the ability of this team to be standing upright. Typically, they're drinking quite a bit of ale. They've been out at sea quite a bit. They've really adapted to the ice well.
It is only the second draw.
It is early.
By 6 p.m., they may be in much truer form.
I have seen Team Hoodoo in the past take some pretty big crashes out on the ice. Now, this is actually a good shot here coming down the ice. It's a little narrow. They should have been sweeping on this.
Yeah. See if it clears that guard. Well, it does not, but it opens it up a bit for them, at least.
Well, that's actually a lucky break for blue.
Yeah.
Yellow is now really exposed from an outside hit.
They have a couple of options here. They could tap their blue back into yellow. They could go for that outside take. Oh, it looks like the skip is calling for outside take, and it appears that he's doing the locomotive pull on the. It sounds like he really wants a lot of weight here.
Remember, largest piece of the rock is what counts after the collision.
Is that an actual rule, Jeff?
It was in Men with Brooms, so I'm assuming it's true.
Okay.
This rock is really ripping down the ice, and it is
it's going to be
not really
that
anywhere.
line doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good. It doesn't even look close. It may be a field goal here.
3 points.
Good amount of weight. If that had been online, I think that would have been a nice takeout.
That turned a lot for a takeout. This ice is really swinging now.
Look like the skip is calling for a guard here. Looks like he's given the right amount of ice as long as they're able to hit that broom. You should be in the vicinity of a nice guard here. Oh, and the Parrot has just thrown a remarkable shot. Let's see if she's on the weight here. Could be a little bit heavy.
They might want to sweep that, I think.
Oh, a little bit of a sweep.
The blue and not the yellow. But wait a minute.
Oh.
It just misses the blue.
Just
But
misses the blue, and it looks like they're going to be 1-2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yellow is now sitting 1-2. One in the top 8 touching 12 foot, and one in the back 8 touching 12 foot. So it's not the worst plan B.
Or plan C.
Team Hoodoo's got to be thinking about a takeout here. Oh, and it appears he does.
The double is possible.
There is a double possible there.
And dinner's supposed to be good.
Say the weight looks good, but
Oh, it looks a little narrow. They're really going to have to sweep on this rock here as it comes down the ice. Oh, and this could be tragic for blue.
My roommates are out of town, so
You know, it's not the worst break in the world. Still sitting yellow, 1 and 2. It looks like they're going to try to
protect it up and
probably put a guard up here.
yeah.
It's a cat.
I fed it pretty good this morning. So.
This is why I never take blue rocks, Jason, because I only know how to hit blue rocks.
Are you guys 10? Get up here through the 2 o'clock game? We play it.
All right, here we go. Rocks heading down the ice. It looks like it's a good line.
And then I'll have
Really going to want to
Yeah, sweeping it for line now.
sweeping it here. Sweeping for line. Oh, it looks beautiful. That is a world-class guard. Especially in that kind of costume. I tell you what, sometimes you see these costumes out here and they're not really fit for curling, but it looks like she just basically flew
Yeah, absolutely.
down the ice.
Parrot seems to be getting it done. Yep.
So it's a great guard on the top, yellow, but looking at the overhead camera that we have access to in the club, it's not clear to me which yellow is actually first count.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's close.
close. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what Blue
I'm
just
not
did
sure
here.
what happened here. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like he's happy. If I were Paul, I'd be really disappointed with that shot, and obviously he is.
So I think now yellow just needs to bite top 12 right on the center line, make it really difficult for blue to get a rock in there.
Well, again, I'm going to tell you that the hardest thing for Team Hoodoo is playing so early in the afternoon. They're usually not. They're not at the top of their game until, an 8 or 10 o'clock draw at night. That's when you really see the power of the Hoodoo.
And they are a curling club sponsor, I believe, right?
Well, after this commentary, maybe not.
the last rock is probably on the button.
So this is interesting here. I'm curious if they're looking to bring another rock into the house, possibly a guard.
I think she's calling for guard ice, or she's giving indication of a guard.
It's hard to see with the wing.
Sitting more.
So it's interesting that they decided to change the turn. They're turning back towards the wall. I guess the plan B is if they're overturned a little heavy, they're going to be guarded behind that yellow rock.
Absolutely, and if they throw a little heavy, they're going to be sitting 3 in the house.
Respectable plan B ice call.
So she wants it basically on the line.
Yes, it is.
Again, I feel like they could be giving themselves a little bit more ice here, but
Well, they should probably sweep that. It's no longer a center line guard.
well, they've got a nice guard of the guard. Nobody's going to be touching that yellow.
Oh, blue. I guess corner the 4-foot behind those yellow guards is a great place to be now. Or freeze up to the back yellow, but it looks to me like they're going to pretend like they're going for the corner of the 4-foot.
Well, again, and I'm a little nervous here. I just saw the skip give what ice he wants, and it is really narrow.
Yeah.
He's giving ice like he would be going for a takeout. Let's just hope he doesn't hit the broom. He's confident. He's confident coming back to the hack. He's got a smile on his face. Doesn't seem to be concerned about the pressure here.
He could just be gassy, Jason.
He could be gassy. He has been drinking a lot of IPA lately. So he's looking for he's looking to draw to the button here.
That draw top 4 button. That's pretty aggressive.
It's aggressive and it's a low percentage shot. Oh, maybe
that's just the ice he's calling.
I'm not really sure what's going. Here we go.
Well, they should sweep. If that's his ice call, they should sweep. I think
They need to be sweeping here hard.
Oh.
They needed to sweep that. Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, it looks like he may be clear. Look at this, folks.
Oh, wow.
Is it heavy?
Oh.
Man, I tell you what,
boy.
I feel like that was just a hair heavy.
Wow,
That surprised me a little bit, I gotta say.
it's in the back of the 8, touching 12, and from the overhead camera that we have access to in the club. Again, I can't tell who's count.
Yep.
It's
There are-
close, but I really have got to believe that that we've got yellow counting.
One of
for
those
two
yellows has
still.
got to be out counting that blue.
But those two back stones, I can't really tell which is closer.
Oh, yellow's a hammer, or not hammer. This is a Skip's last, but blue's got hammer. I think yellow thinks they're count. They just threw a guard up,
Yeah.
which is smart. If
Oh, and that's a
yellow has
nice
count-
guard. That's a nice guard there. It's gonna really,
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty skinny for him to get in for a draw here.
Yeah, if yellow has count, that is an absolutely great guard.
What I think Bobby's looking at here is I think he's looking at taking out that back rock. So they may be confident that they've got point off that front yellow. Hard to tell from the booth here.
I don't know. That front yellow from the camera we can see looks like count.
It looks like count to me as well.
So maybe he wants to hit and sit nose.
This is a blood shot. Any way you look at it.
It's going to be a difficult shot for him. He's got plenty of room for the takeout. I think it'd be pretty difficult for him to get in there for the draw, though it's possible. Oh, it looks like he's going for a takeout here.
The real question is, which yellow is he going to push in? There's a lot of yellow opportunities for a push.
Yeah, they are well guarded up in the front, and there's a possibility of him hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different yellows.
Yep.
Or you can sneak through the middle.
We could be positive and sneak through the middle. The crowd,
I wanted to sneak through the middle. Confidence. Red hat.
Uh-oh.
he's a
And
little
he lets
wide
one
here.
go.
He's a little wide.
Wide.
Oh,
I tell you, a little bit of a disappointing end for blue here. Looks like
Yellow's-
yellow may go up by 2, but they may have to
one or
measure.
two,
here.
yeah. At least from our angle, it's hard to tell
Oh,
here.
the pirate is just lifted wing, pushed rocks through, so they must be confident that they're sitting 2.
Well, they're putting the score up.
Yep, and it's 2 yellow.
Just one middle because they went to the
Yellow. One.
Oh, the score is 3. I'm sorry. The score is in black. This is the third sheet. Right? Third end. Yeah, okay. They went up by 2. Got it. Wow. All these numbers now.
And we're back for the start of
Somewhat.
the 4th end. Yellow had a very nice end there in the second. A lot of guards, a lot of opportunity for blue to crash. That's really what it came down to.
Yep. Sometimes it's not about the shots you make, but the shots your opponents don't make.
Well stated. All right, here we go, starting the 4th end.
Lets it go. I think they were calling for a guard there, but they're going to have to sweep that hard.
Looks a tad bit light. Really, the sweepers have got to get on this rock if they want to get it across the hog line. They
And
gave it a good college try there.
Yep.
That's how my sweepers do. That's why I get an artist from, right?
And blue's first rock is away. It again looks a little bit light. It's gonna
It's
gonna take a lot of work by the sweepers.
that would be hard. Yeah, I think that's just gonna die right there.
Up.
Yeah. It looks like yellow's calling for the same, pretty much the same shot. Just a nice guard to set things up. A bit heavier than the last one. You know, sometimes.
It appears that rock has been shot out like a cannon.
Yep. Well, you know, sometimes in the rookie spiel, it's easy to overcompensate with your weights, and just a little too much cranberry sauce on that turkey.
You know, that's really the key to watching a lot of these new curlers is getting the weight right. A lot to think about. Not falling down on the ice, making sure you have the right handle.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna see that throughout the tournament here. A lot of speed variation on these rocks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Blue's throwing their second rock here. It looks like it's. Yep, it definitely has a little bit more weight. I think this is going to get across the hog line.
They can sweep this across the hog line if they put some elbow grease into it.
Appears like the skips come out. It's giving them the whoozy whats about sweeping here, and it looks like it may just barely get over the line.
Over the line.
Oh, a little bit of disappointment.
Oh,
a little bit
so
of disappointment
close.
from the skip there.
Is this a Jeff Spilletta special here?
We are live.
Better watch what I say.
All right, and it appears that the third rock is about to be thrown. As you can tell, we've had rocks not make it to the hog line and then through, so we've got a clean house here. Yellow's throwing a pretty decent weight. It may be a little heavy. And it appears as if that one's going to go through, so we still have a clean
through the
house here.
house.
Anything can happen.
And just an update from Sheet 6. If you're watching our last game, Team MERS, now playing on Sheet 6, is tied after 3 with Team Stars, I believe.
All right, Blues set to throw another rock here. Oh, another one that could be a little tad bit heavy. You know, that ice is starting to speed up out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, you got to factor in that over the course of a whole spiel, all the rocks that are thrown and the temperature changes outside are really going to change the character of the ice as you go along. That's sort of the skip's job, is to try to account for that.
Not to mention all the glitter from the costumes.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I don't see any costumes with fake hair this year, so.
Well, it's pretty impressive what a bedazzle could do out there on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, the energy in the club today is really, you know, you can feel it. You can feel the energy. Everybody's really excited to be down here. We're going to be here all day.
Yep.
Bar's going to be open.
We've got plenty of spectators.
If you're sitting there at home, you know, just gnawing on a turkey leg and watching a rerun of CSI, get out of those PJs and get down here to the curling club.
Or stay in those PJs and come down to the
Or
curling
stay
club.
in
right.
the
It
PJs
is
and come down to the
Fairbanks.
curling club.
Pirates wear puffy pants, right? Isn't that that counts as a pirate costume? Because this is the Shiver Me Stones spiel. That's the theme.
Well, we do have a yellow rock in the house. Appears like there may be a little confusion. Oh, maybe confusion between the skip and the thrower here. A lot of conversation, you know, and it's tough out there on the ice when you got 10 other teams, if my math is correct, yelling, energy out there. Appears to be a little bit of instruction.
Strategizing.
Okay, and it appears blue is ready to throw. Okay, rock is away.
Looks pretty
Little
good.
unstable out of the slide, but it looks like this is going to be a great shot, folks. I'd start sweeping on that here soon.
Good line. Very good line.
Doesn't appear as if the skip was too concerned about sweeping that yellow rock out the back of the house.
Soft void hit. I think the skip could have swept that yellow out the back.
Well, you may be conserving energy for future rounds.
Yes.
Right.
Rookie Spiel is a marathon, not a sprint.
So we got 2 rocks in the house. Blue out counting yellow. It appears as Team Hoodoo's really capturing the crowd's attention here with his pirate flag. Here we go, yellow rocks away, and this is a decent shot here. They really need to probably get on the sweep
you might
here.
Sweep that a bit harder for Wade.
It's coming in, just isn't going to have enough.
That was a great line.
Great line.
Good line, but just needed a little more mustard on that.
And sometimes you might not want it to be straighter, but you want it faster, and that's just the deal. You can't want to.
We need to talk to our technical team and get a crowd camera for tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Or
I tell you
maybe
what,
a
when the music gets going here at the club, it's quite the sight to be seen. I'm
Indeed.
not sure what's more entertaining, the curling or the
I
crowd.
just want to see the parrot dance in the club later.
get some aerial photography, get a drone up, and
Blue's coming down. It's got a nice line, good speed. It may tuck in right behind that yellow rock, and it appears it is. What a beautiful
oh yeah,
shot.
that's a very good shot for
This
Blue.
is a great in setup for Blue now.
Yep.
It's really tough. Blue's got hammered. They got
Yep.
2 rocks in the corner behind a guard. They're looking to get 3. 2 or 3 is easy for Blue now.
Looks like we might have a game here, folks. They're going for the takeout. That looks like it might be a little wide, but
Yeah, they got to start.
oh yeah.
They're really going to want to start sweeping on this rock here.
He's coming into view of the camera now.
You know, actually, this
And
is
that's
a decent shot here, folks. You know, they took away one of the count rocks. They're gonna have the ability later on to come back and to possibly knock that yellow back into the blue.
All right, and we're back, folks.
Sorry about that little rambunctious person in the crowd.
That just makes the event all that more fun. Family-friendly event. Bring your kids, bring your wife, bring your husband.
Here we go. Blue's thrown a pretty high center guard. I don't know how much it's going to affect.
Well, I think they've taken the line away for the sort of the yellow pushback that they had going. I mean, yellow threw a great rock last time to come up on that blue, and now that whole corner of the sheet is protected now. So now we've drawn play to the top of the forefoot, but apparently the parrot thinks they could do something with that yellow on the top of the 12.
Yeah, I feel like they, from the angle I'm sitting here in the booth, I definitely can see where they could have a take at the yellow, push back into blue.
A little
Problem's
double push?
really going to be is that they don't have a lot of room for mistake here. But even if they were to take away that guard, puts them in good position later on.
Well, I don't think they're looking at the blues. I think they're doing yellow on yellow just to roll it into the forefoot. But
Possibility, but it could be a yellow back into blue. Okay, the rock's away here.
Let's see what the parrot calls for sweeping. And
I think that may have bit onto a piece of costume, jewelry, or
yeah, that took a bad line, hard turn.
well, and unfortunately now they've knocked that blue farther off the center line, which is going to make it more difficult to get back into that cluster of rocks.
yeah, blue's still set up to get 3 here. They're sitting 2. They have hammer.
And they got hammer, yeah.
Maybe someone should rush a drink down to that skip. Get him some aiming fluid.
Sports juice.
Go sports!
You're on the opposite end. Yeah. Maybe in 10 years, like that booty. You're not cool enough.
I just want to know, can I buy that hoodoo shirt at Hoodoo?
The Zissou hoodoo shirt?
Yeah, the Zissou hoodoo look. Is that a thing we can actually pick up?
Well, I really feel after this tournament it's going to be in demand.
Yeah. And an interesting choice of costumes by Team Hoodoo, because as you know, Team Zissou fought the Pirates, and there are many, many Pirates here. Although they did win against the Pirates. More or less.
Well, it appears Bobby's going for a draw here into the forefoot.
I think that's the best opportunity he's got. Sinks another putt in here, sitting 3. Makes it really tough for yellow.
Okay, the rock's away. It's a great line. I would be sweeping on this. I'd definitely be sweeping on this.
Yeah, that guard is going to be trouble, maybe. That yellow guard.
That's the one thing we've seen consistently is just late sweep calls.
Yeah.
Late sweep calls, a little bit too late there. He's got to be disappointing because that was a great line.
Yeah, out of the hand, that was a great line,
Yeah.
great broom ice, and they were just late on the sweep calls.
Yeah. And I've noticed too with rookies, they don't always get their sweeping form quite right because you really want to get down low to the ice and get your weight on it, and that makes for the most effective sweeping. And sometimes the rookies don't quite get that sweeping form down.
That's why we hold the rookie spill right after taking because everyone has just a little more weight.
Low center of gravity.
Yeah, so your technique doesn't need to be just as good as normally.
Yep.
You can actually benefit from all the turkey and mashed potatoes you've eaten.
Well, and you have to look at some of these rookies and see that, really the broom is moving, but typically it's moving in the air.
Yeah.
And not a lot of pressure on the ice. And you got to really dig down. You got to really want it. All right. Well, Yellow's getting ready to shoot here, and they're in a little bit of a pickle here.
They're still trying to do that yellow on yellow double push, I think. They really feel that shot.
Okay, the rock's away. This is a good line. Not sure why they're not sweeping on this. It may get a chip to the inside.
They have a chance here, but I don't know.
Plan B. Little roll.
Oh, look at this, Plan B, and you just never know what you're going to get here at the rookie.
Wow, that's
Well, I think they're sitting second count. They've outcounted the blue on the center line. I mean, on the tee line. So that's a great outcome for yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, holding them to 1. You know, they've got the final rock.
No, blue's got final rock. So blue
Blue's-
can still get 2, but they've really tightened up the scoring region with that.
Sometimes it's just about shrinking the house for your opponent and finding that plan B or plan C that
And they can still have that same shot
Yeah.
again. They still have a yellow in the corner.
Well, they just gotta, you know, they really gotta play a lot more ice. All they got, you know, they've.
Yeah, that was a close shot.
If they're touching 4 foot, they're going to be scoring 2 here. I think it's going to come down to taking a look at what line Bobby throws and making sure to get on the sweep early.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the target and not the line right now.
I'm not too sure. Yep, it appears that he's looking at the 4 foot. He's got a big sweeping motion to Bobby.
Okay. He's going out of the camera view for ice, which I'm very happy to see.
Yeah, you almost want to be throwing almost off the sheet here. Give yourself plenty of room.
that outside ice can be unpredictable, though.
Probably a little slower than the rest of the sheet.
Okay, and the final rock is away.
Let's see. Weight looks okay. See how it goes. Oh, they should probably sweep that a bit. Probably should have swept that a bit earlier.
Man, again,
Ooh.
they just got on the sweep just a little too late.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they've got 1, and you know that's really disappointing for Blue because they were set up for a nice 3-point end.
Yep. So,
Another one for blue.
but a nice defensive play by Yellow there. They did all right.
Well, I think technically yellow did their job, forcing blue to 1.
Yep.
I mean, blue was sitting 2 for most of that game. So
And now they come back with hammer for end 5. And still in the lead by 1.
Well, we're heading into the 5th end, and this is really where a new curler starts to feel that fatigue, both mentally and physically.
gastronomically.
And gastronomically.
They've been out there standing on the ice, you know. I really feel that the momentum has been going Yellow's way here for the last few ends. But again, you just never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, strategy only lasts about 2 or 3 rocks in.
Yeah.
A rookie spiel. As a skip, you can have base strategy down and 2 rocks in, out the window.
Any strategy other than get it in the house
Get it in the house.
is bound to fall out the window once you get going.
Guards are nice, but in the house with rookie spiel is where you want to
Yep.
be.
Honestly, with those, I really like. I like to tell them to throw it right at the top of the house, so it's basically a guard, but just touching the 12 foot.
You know, I've always found in past rookie spills not having a strategy is really, really the best way to enter a game. You know,
Don't lock yourself in.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself.
if I don't know what my team's going to do, obviously other teams not going to have any.
You don't.
and typically I don't. You know, and that's why I'm really liking the Pirates feel. You know, having an eye patch really doesn't affect my players because they're playing with one eye open most of the time, if not completely.
If they're even looking at the end of the.
In total, one eye open. It's more like 2 half eyes. Gummy half eyes.
And Yellow lets it go. And that might just stay in the house. We'll see if they can
I
sweep
think it's
it
going to
in.
be a great
Little biter there.
Yeah, a little biter, hopefully. I think it's biting if we can get someone to change the TV in the club so we can get the overhead camera. Oh, yeah.
Right, yep.
A nice biter in the corner behind a guard.
Not a bad stone for Yellow.
Really where you want to be with the hammer.
Yep.
You know, this is where those points will start stacking up. Those biters can, as they say, come back to bite you.
Yep.
Looks like Blue's setting up ice for a standard center guard strategy.
Yeah, she's gonna be. I didn't see
And the center line
Let it
magnets
go.
are in a play.
Yeah, not the best line and weight, I tell you. Jeff.
Luckily, he was not only narrow, but heavy.
Yep.
Because if he had had correct weight, that would have been a free corner guard for Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a bit of a mystery to me. It looks like Yellow is calling for a center guard on the end where they have hammers. Maybe Jeff is expecting for this to overturn and end up being in the house in the corner.
Well, you know, sometimes you know your players, you know that they may not be necessarily hitting the broom, and so you may be compensating for that, which can be dangerous because that's usually the time that your
fixing
player
it.
They
starts
start locking
fixing the
it in,
problem.
yeah.
So. Really typical strategy here would be for Yellow to split the house.
Yellow Rock is away.
Yellow Rock is away, and it was nowhere as close to the broom, but it does appear it's got the weight to get into the house. I'd be starting to get a
Yeah, if
sweep
they can
on this
get
if they have any
they can
chance of
sweep
getting
it
it
in.
there.
It might be. Oh, no. Once again, the sweeping game can hurt you if you don't get on
I tell
it
you,
and get on it hard.
now it's for sure they're not going to be able to get onto that biter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great corner guard for Yellow, actually. I don't think we've seen a really good draw around a guard yet in this game. Everything has been a little too tight ice for that.
Well, you know, I think we could look back to the second end. I think I saw a good draw, but it's been a while.
Yeah, around a guard or just a good draw?
Well, just I don't know if it was around a guard. It was a draw.
Little baby steps.
Oh, here we go.
That could be.
Yeah, it looks like Blue's got count, and the other corner of the sheet, just biting 8 foot.
Not a bad location.
This is a good opportunity for them to just go ahead and start their takeout game if they have the confidence of it.
Not sure that's enough ice towards the wall.
He said your name and I was familiar with
I'd be very concerned about this overturning. Unless their second throws rockets.
Yeah, and this rock really doesn't have the speed
Yeah.
with the amount of ice that he just called. We could have another biter to the outside. They really should work on sweeping this into the house.
Yeah, if they can, but I think that's
It's a little unfortunate
just
there.
not enough salt on that pickle.
And she said it's quite.
Well,
It's insulated.
so Luke, do you live here too?
I hope that pair of costumes is breathable.
Well, we have seen in past years, so remember the Big Lebowski spiel.
Oh, I do.
I remember
I'm
the
actually
bodysuit. Remember the bodysuit and the scissors and
that too,
him having
yeah.
to be extricated out of that suit in the middle of the night.
I did not hear that story, but might not be radio safe.
Well, I don't like to name names, but Parrish was really in a bad situation there, and luckily his wife was there to cut him out of the suit at midnight.
The irony of that. Scissors. It comes out of the scissor suit.
I'm glad that you picked up on that, Jeff.
You follow directions.
Had like 3 people watching, and one of them is me and Kellen.
We'd like to thank the two of you that are out there listening to this broadcast right now. Hopefully we'll see you down here at the club later.
To all several of our viewers or listeners.
Actually, no, stay home, listen to this. We need you too.
A big call to Sue Sprinkle if she's still out there in the deep south watching some curling.
And,
Only a true curler goes on vacation and then watches curling in their hometown.
And
We'll
Peter
appreciate it.
Peterson is still there. Looks like Team Cheaters blank ended in the 4th, and they're still tied going into the 5th.
In fact, all the games this draw look to be pretty close, looking across the sheets. So Blue sank another putt in the back of the 12-foot. Blue is now sitting 2 on our feature sheet, sheet 1. Yellow's trying to take another shot at this takeout.
Oh, there's a last-minute little flick on that rock. This may have... It's a bit of a narrow line. They're really going to have to sweep at it. Oh, and it's lost its handle. It's lost its handle. It's...
Yeah, he pushed. He probably straightened that handle up as he pushed it. Well, yellow is count just inside the blue, but it's an open hit. If Hoodoo can capitalize, they can be sitting 3.
Well, I was trying to remember. That is.
So if the parent team wins, we get to play the sheet 2.
Yeah, the rock's away here. It's got the speed of a takeout, but it just really...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, this could be trouble for Blue here.
Uh-oh.
This could be real
no.
trouble for Blue. They may have a double. They may have doubled themselves out of here.
Oh, not quite. They're still in, but that was not what they were looking for, folks.
They're still sitting 2nd and 3rd, but they weren't able to get that yellow shot count. So the table turned a little bit.
Looks like Yellow's going to split the house here.
Yep, it's not a bad call. If they can get under cover on the other side, it's a really hard rock to get out. And they're still looking to try to get their deuce.
A lot of camaraderie out there on the ice. Smiles. Looks like everybody's having a good time.
Oh, this is always a fun event.
That's really what it's all about out here, you know?
This event is always about celebrating those 3 made shots in a game. Doesn't matter who's made those 3 shots.
Okay, Yellow's away here, and the Parrots got a nice line. They're really going to have to sweep this rock, though, in order to get it in the house.
I think they're gonna clip that yellow guard.
Well, they might.
Definitely not going to get a cracker for that shot.
But she's still a pretty bird.
Beautiful plumage.
Still a pretty bird.
The Norwegian blue.
Just a late sweep call. I thought the line was great, and the weight was probably top just vital if they could have
Swept it a bit earlier
just swept it. It probably
and
was
swept it a bit
T-line.
harder.
If she had a little more weight, I think it would take the pressure off the sweepers a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Just a touch light.
And you knew the game would be over at 9, and I could be home by 9.
I think Blue is trying to take that yellow again.
Here we go, going for the takeout here.
Weight's good, but
Little
line
wide.
might
Man, weight is real good, but the line is
not.
not there.
Yeah.
The one time he hit the broom.
He's definitely showing a little disappointment on his face there.
Okay, so Jeff's changed strategy now. One rock later, he's now looking to guard that yellow. He doesn't want Blue to get another run at it.
It's nice when they come right there and Here goes the parrot.
Okay, and the Parrot's away. No, this is a decent shot here. It's maybe got a little bit of weight, but it could just crash onto their yellow, and it looks like they are now going to be sitting too. Oh, maybe a slightly too heavy.
No, I think it's
that
Yeah.
they're solid
still.
too.
From our camera angle, it looks like they're still sitting 2. Yeah. Well played.
So I think the shot for blue is still to nose hit that yellow. There is a double available, but not sure they have the ability to execute it.
He's calling for quite a bit of ice there.
Well, things have been turning it down weight. It really comes down to how much weight he's throwing.
Well, you know, you can tell a lot by the confidence of the skip as they're coming down the ice. And Bobby's got a smile on his face. I think he's showing. I think he feels pretty confident about this shot.
The skips. The hammer. The hammer is the last throw.
Yeah, so the hammer is
Yeah, they're definitely looking at the take. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
He's swinging for the fences, folks.
He wants that takeout.
He wants that takeout. This is going to be thrown heavy.
Yep.
That's a lot of ice.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
He just made an adjustment down the center line, which is definitely still a lot of ice.
If he comes out on the wrong side of the center line, it's going to stay out there.
You know, but he's thrown. This is looking good, actually. I think he's going to come over enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. Once you're on the other side of the center line, they don't tend to want to move.
Oh, and it's not moving.
No.
It's not moving. A swing and a miss.
I am.
Just a bit outside.
Karen's leading first and second, but I think we should switch it.
Well, so
I don't know what their comfortable with.
looks
This
like
is
they're
Hammer Rock, right? Or is this, yeah, I think it is. I think it's Jeff's last. No, Jeff's first. First
Okay.
gets rock.
First gets
So
rock.
that
I think
was,
they're going to throw a nice guard here. They're going to guard up their 2-count rocks.
Play it too.
Good strategy by yellow if you can steal 2 here.
no, they're Hammer.
Oh, that's right there. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yellow is
hammer. Okay.
So yellow, they put a guard up now, and then they're gonna shoot for 3 with their last.
Mm-hmm.
But even if he's deep and he comes up on his count zone, it's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, frozen nose frozen on his count yellow is a great place to be too.
Mm-hmm.
I said they had me try, I had to fill a couple guards. I said that's perfect. That's what you need.
Well, if that's fine ice as long as they call the sweep early enough to catch before it breaks over. Because once it gets back to that center line, it is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Rocks away. I think might be a little wide. A little deep.
Yeah.
How far back is this rock going?
I think that
That's
might be
probably
through the
gonna go
house.
through the house here.
Yeah, they can sweep that out, I bet.
Yep, no
A little
longer.
disappointed with that shot there. All right, here we go.
Well,
we have
it's-
another opportunity for this take here. Hopefully he learned a little bit from his last shot.
Just has to shorten that rock up, that ice up by a broom.
Yeah, he had the weight. He had the weight to even for the double there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a broom less, and he'll execute, at least take one count away. And if he gets a off nose roll, he might be sitting count, make yellow have to make a play at it.
Today and 4 tomorrow. 6 ends today and 4 years ago at Salvation Army. They were sure it was like a drug deal because he was opening a Grateful Dead album. $400.
That was lucky. He bought like 20 albums for $10.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say now the value of the album.
I'm literally like,
going
I'm
up.
going
The
there.
value of the album is getting, but it was just so funny. It was just so unusual. Right. When Michael got $100
Oh, I've seen it.
kind of thing. Well, and back then, when the albums were
There
it was
was a
like
lot of
$4,000. No kidding.
So are you still doing art? I am. I actually retired from school teaching. Okay.
So it looks like he's going again for that takeout. They were looking for a draw originally. It's called a little less ice.
I thought they liked it. It was embarrassing. The last of my whole life. a couple years ago, I took the train down.
Rock is away.
Rock is away, and it's still on the right. It's still on the right side of that center
No,
line.
I think it'll come over earlier. But it really wants to ride that center.
But will it come over enough?
Well, if you're ever there, when we thought about the zip lines,
Well, they did hit a yellow. It's just the one in the back.
we ended up not.
So yellow's still sitting 2.
Opportunity for 3 here, and to go up 4 going into the final end.
Well, Jeff just threw the shot he needs to throw and take a little bit of off of it. He was able to find that draw line looking for a guard, so they know the right ice. They just have to get, and they might come the other way.
And so actually, I felt talking to tree scientists, and they're trying to inject something into the bases of the trees that are still alive that on their way out to.
No, they're gonna.
Repel the beetles or something.
Yeah, and they don't really know if it's going to work. So an arbor has been taking trees down.
Really an interesting shot call here.
They just propagate, especially if the trees are standing. And then
I
the trees
think-
are also weak, you know. So the zip lines are attached.
There we go. There's
Yeah,
a little bit of
finally,
confusion
yeah.
there.
And the platforms that you zip into are fixed to.
Yeah, he's going for the more open T line.
I don't really know what.
More importantly, it appears as if the skip has lost his parrot. It was a listing in the second end to the left, and it appears as if the parrot has flown the coop.
For a, like a telephone pole kind of thing. So they're watching, monitoring their trees really well, and their guide off. So
I would still give more ice.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. You really want to err on the side of caution here. All he's got to do is,
but they're watching it really closely. And
yeah, that's really narrow ice,
I have no idea.
unnecessary.
Not sure what the skip is thinking here, but
And the fact is, he hit
Yeah.
the broom, and it is going to most likely crash into one of his yellows
Yep.
here.
yeah, they really enjoyed it.
Really just needed a lot more ice there. It had good speed.
He had lots of tolerance. I mean, he had button all the way over to the edge of.
That's going to keep him up at night.
So I think
Those are the shots that are going to keep you
yellow
up at
gets
night.
2 in that end.
could have been an easy 3, but they're still sitting okay.
Oh, that was lovely.
I tell you, pirates abound.
What station are you guys on?
So
Okay, and we're back in the sixth end. Yellow has got 2 points in the fifth, so it's now 5-2. And I believe we're on lead rock still. Got a couple of corner guards, which is great for blue, who has hammer. I think yellow is trying to position a center line guard. Ice is still a little too tight. I think it's going to over curl. Rock is away. And it's quickly passing the center line. It's going to end up being, oh, it looks like it's changed handle. Little snake rock. And looks like it's going to go right out the back. Blue is trying to get a rock in the corner under those guards. We'll see if he's caught enough ice for this. Okay, blue rock is away. And right out of her hand, it looks like it's turning over. It's probably going to crash those guards if it's heavy enough. But it looks to be a little slow. I'm not sure they're going to get it over the hog line. And no. So that rock will be taken out of play. And now yellow will try to get another center guard up. Let's see if he widens that ice call up. Still looks a little narrow on the ice. So another corner guard by yellow. Definitely doesn't seem like they've got the ice dialed in. The skips are probably calling a broom too narrow. Bobby looking to put another blue rock in the corner. I think he widened the ice up, taking note of how much turn there is right now. Just an update. We've lost Jason Avery. He's going down to put his costume on. He will be playing in the next round.
Mm-hmm. Another former Rookie Spiel champion, I believe. Isn't that right, Jeff?
Yes, another sad soul who wasn't able to lose in the last game. So it looks like the blue rock is a little hot. I love the line, but this time they're just an up weight.
Mm-hmm.
So look, we're in the switchover period between ends. The crowd here is thinned out a little bit. As everyone who was had to buy this draw is going downstairs to get ready to play their next games.
And
another attempt at a center guard.
mm-hmm.
Just probably got the ice right this time.
I'm gonna wear it.
But I think his rookie is just a little handle light. They're turning over a massive amount.
That's right, Jeff.
But wow, this is going to end up being a draw to the corner. That's what blue wanted to do.
Yep. Well,
now
not a terrible shot for yellow.
blue's got hammer, but yellow is now set up to force blue to one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great spot to really shrink the scoring circle down a bit. Blue's going to try to do the exact same thing.
Seems like a little bit heavy on the weight there.
That's fine. As long as it turns over. I mean, heavy's not bad. They can pop yellow sideways a little bit. but it looks to me you put a little extra spin, it's just not going to turn as much.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's right. Just an update from Sheet 6, if you were following our last game. Team Cheaters is down 5-4 going into the 6th end, and it looks like we've got another thriller there.
Who's got hammer?
They do not have hammer.
Oh.
So
It's an uphill battle.
climb, but anything can happen in Rookie Spiel.
So Yellow's trying to get another center guard, or their first center guard up. Looks like the ice may be a little flat. Everything is turning hard.
And we're joined by one of Fairbanks' premium bearded citizens, Rexander.
So almost a centerline guard, but definitely a usable guard for Yellow. It's high, but we can definitely cuts down that draw line to get access to their count rock.
And if you heard some reaction from the crowd, there's a thrilling game going on sheet 2 there in the 6th end. They're tied up, and Team Yellow just had an excellent shot.
Blue tried to throw a guard here, a draw, but I think it's going to be way short.
Yep. Not enough mustard there.
I think Blue has run out of rocks. They're going to play the remaining rocks,
but yeah, I don't think they can really. They've got 2 rocks left, so this is it. This is pretty much it, right?
They may have 3. This is still Yellow's third, so Blue's got 3 rocks left, but it's going to be tough for them. All 3 of these have to be in the house and count.
Yep. In the house and well protected. And really inside the 8-foot too, because Yellow's got that rock there.
Yeah. So Yellow looks like they finally succeeded in getting their center guard up. And they have what looks to me like a Christmas tree. They have a Christmas tree up front. There's 3 staggered Yellows in a line. Yep. Welcome to Christmas. And that makes it much tougher for Blue. Blue can get to the button, but it's really hard for them to sneak 3 undercover.
Yeah, that's tall order there. But, and even when it's pretty much game over in the Rookie Spiel, you want to throw all your stones just so you get your practice in for the next rounds.
This is going to be close on Blue. Can they keep it around that Yellow guard?
If they get it, that's going to be a good shot. The weight
wow,
looks good.
Just around the guard.
Oh,
but will it be deep enough to be count?
Oh, and from the angle we see here, it does not count.
It's short. It's in the house.
It's in the house, but just not enough.
Good sweeping around the guard, though. It's definitely in play. Not over yet. Now all Yellow has to do is start shutting the door.
Yep.
What? What are they calling?
What's the parrot calling?
Are they calling a run back? That seems inappropriate. Well, I feel like the better call is to extend the Christmas tree.
Yeah, just put more junk up in front of the house and
take more and more of the draw line away.
Yep.
Because that blue rock's not counting. You don't want to give them, like, if this goes wrong, they will open up that blue and make it possible for them to split it in for 2.
Yep. It's a tough shot, but it would be a better opportunity than what they have now if they get rid of that center guard. They spent all in trying to get that center guard too, and they're risking it.
They just got that center guard up. I don't know why they want to rip it now. Well, luckily, I think he's going to miss it.
Yeah, okay. That looks like they might just end up extending that Christmas tree anyway. Okay, that could have ended badly, but that's very beneficial for yellow.
I think that's a great yellow rock. They've really taken some of the draw line away. The way this is turning, that's right on the draw line to the button. There is a port there, but not sure it's that usable. Because blue has to get the rock in the house and their 2 remaining rocks out counting the yellow that is dead buried. Yellow doesn't have a hit. I mean, blue doesn't have a hit on the yellow count stone, so.
You can see a gray down jack.
Way for blue. Actually, no, it's not the last rock. For
Skip's
rock.
first, yeah. Will he get it through the port?
I knew he was in this vicinity, so I was like, I'm sure it's going to be.
No, he just clips the yellow rock. So that is game.
That is the last chance for blue, and it looks like they're going to shake.
So that's it. We will hopefully be back in a couple of minutes for the next draw, but I believe the Stokes rink has scored a victory, and more importantly, Hoodoo has lost and cannot host this event next year.
Okay.
So Team Hoodoo is where they want to be. They are now in the B bracket, and they have the potential to ride that out and get the best prize without any responsibility.
That's right. And once again, we're live here from the Curling Club in Fairbanks, Alaska, Rookie Spiel. I'm Carl Anderson, Jeff Spletta, and we've got Robert Alex Eden here as well.
Greetings, everyone.
And we will be back, hopefully, for more curling.
Maybe.